Hebrews 10:5, he said, I've prepared me a body. Somebody say he lived in the flesh, the Son of Man, fully the Son of God. 1 Peter 2:22 said he did no sin. Never did he sin. That's why the blood he shed on the cross was holy. It was holy because he was born of a virgin. Come on, but he never committed a sin. He's the only person I know that's never sinned. Some people say, well, Job was a perfect man that eschewed evil. But Job was still a sinner, even though he was considered perfect. Because in Job 16:12, about halfway through all his suffering, he said, I was at ease, but you broke me asunder. Job's sin was kind of like the modern church's sin today. She's at ease. Somebody say she's relaxed. She's reclined. She's sitting back, waiting on God to come on. But somebody say, Jesus don't got to come on. It's finished, John 19:30. It's the cross. It's the empty tomb. He's went as far as he needs to go. Amen. We got to go after him. We got to come after him. Amen. So Job said, even though I feared God, eschewed evil, he said, I reveal my sin this day. He said, I was at ease. Amos 6:1 said, woe unto them that are at ease in Zion. Somebody say ease. Put a Y on the end of it and you got easy. Some people want a superficial, shallow Christianity. They just want it to be easy. How you know? Because when it gets hard, they can't stay consistent. Well, things is going a little tough today, so I'm going to miss church, or I'm going to, I can't pray, or they always fill with excuses. Somebody say, until you stop making excuses, you'll never make a difference. Somebody say, everybody's got some of the same excuses. Some people have other excuses, but a lot of people, look at your neighbor, say, we all got it in common. We all got some of the same excuses. The difference in those who go after God and are used by God, though they have some of the same excuses, they just don't use them. Amen. Somebody say, you can let God use you, or you can keep using the excuses. The ease. The easy. Somebody say, God ain't anointed us for easy. Somebody shout, there's supposed to be some endurance. Endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. 2 Timothy 2:3. Somebody say endure hardness. Some people don't endure the hardness long enough to see God move in their life. Because when it gets hard, you can hardly find them. Amen. You can hardly count on them. Amen. Because it ain't easy no more. Anybody can serve God if it's easy. And there are times it's easier than others. But somebody say we better learn how to become an endurer. Amen. Job was admitting that. He said, Lord, I was at ease. I was just comfortable with life and the padding, so to speak. Everything was just like I wanted it. But then when all this stuff started happening, God says, now I can see whether you're going to serve me or not. In Job 27:6, he said, my righteousness I'll hold fast. I'll not let it go. His wife told him in Job 2:9, won't you curse God and die? In other words, won't you blame God, kill yourself? You know what Job's reply was, verse 10? He said, you speak like a foolish woman speaketh. He had met one before. May have been his mother-in-law. Nobody looked nowhere. But he said, you speak like one of the foolish women speak. You haven't heard anybody speak foolish? Blaming God. Somebody say, as for God, his way is perfect. Psalms 18:30. You may not always understand God. God may not make sense a lot of times. But God never makes mistakes any of the time. Even when he don't make sense some of the time. He never makes mistakes any of the time. Amen. So, whatever makes you uncomfortable there every now and then, you ought to celebrate that. You ought to give God praise. That's what protects you from getting at ease. Amen. Because before people, step into apostasy and fall away or fall back or turn back, revert back to Egypt, whatever, however you want to say it, they always get relaxed. Be ye not weary. Somebody say, what a command. Don't be weary. Somebody saying well doing. Even in well doing, sometimes you don't feel like you're doing well. He didn't say don't be weary in doing well. Anybody can serve him when they're doing well. He said don't be weary in well doing. For in due season you're going to reap if you faint not, Galatians 6:9. And the word weary there, y'all have heard me preach this, and I'm a good teacher, so I'll repeat myself. Amen. So here it is. Weary, the first definition is relaxed or at ease. Before a person ever, so to speak, throws in the towel, they usually recline back and wrap up in the towel. Amen. The first step to allowing weariness in well-doing to overpower you and to take you out is you just want to relax. Amen. You just want to take a break from God, take a break from church, take a break from prayer, take a break, take a break. Amen. Somebody say if you're going to get a breakthrough, you got to stop and stop. Let's take the brakes off, but you got to be through with taking a break. Come on, somebody say no breaking, no intermission. Somebody shout Jesus is coming. It's at the door. Don't you get relaxed. Don't you start reclining and get at ease. Become slothful. Come on. That's the first definition of becoming weary and well-doing. And that's what leads to people. What happened to them? Man, it just seemed like so quick they were took out. No, it weren't quick. Somebody say before people backslide, they backside. They backside. Hello? Then, amen. See your sister-in-law over there slapping you on the shoulder, Brother Danny. Don't slap her back there. I know you want. Amen. But they do. They backside before they backslide. They begin to, excuse themselves to ease up a little bit. Somebody say it ain't time to ease up. Amen. It's time to lift up. It's time to reach out. It's time to do everything we can for the Lord because time is running out as we know it. Amen.